Whoa.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of the Bureau of Reclamation and the Bonneville Power Administration, welcome to Grand Coulee Dam, truly one of the wonders of the modern world. Please find a seat and prepare to experience something amazing. Our show will begin in just 5 minutes.
Woo! Yes, he did. He did lock it up in a hurry.
You can see the water starting up.
Jeez, look at all that water. That'd be the best water slide ever. What do you mean, Dad?
400-foot drop.
That's a 400-foot drop?
Look at the sky.
What? What is that in the sky?
Power lines.
What?
Power lines. Sit down, bud.
I wish we could scoot the seat forward. I'm gonna sit right here like this. Okay. Wouldn't it be scary jumping off of that and landing in the water? What happened to the poodle?
One.
So I'm kinda. I'm just randomly beatboxing because I'm bored. Yeah, I was recording the beatboxing. It's fine. No, I was recording the light show. I was just beatboxing for no reason because I was bored. Trying to entertain myself. That's fine. Jeez, it's 93? 93 degrees.
Yes.
Hi. The Grand Coulee Dam. Let's get to the damn laser show. Let's get to the damn laser show. Debbie, let's get ready for the damn laser show.
Okay, is it going?
Yeah, the video's going. It's been going.
Okay.
I can't see you. Dad, I want to go stand right next to it, but we can't. It's louder. The louder bounce and salsa.
I wanted to stop.
Hurry up, damn laser show.
The Bureau of Reclamation and Bonneville Power Administration proudly present One River, Many Voices.
What the heck? What? What?
left.
As we look around this beautiful and rugged landscape to the Columbia River below, we wonder, what is the story of this ever-changing river, flowing past us now and yet always returning in an eternal cycle? If we listen closely, we will see how we are all a part of this story. A story woven from many voices.
Grandmother, grandmother, please tell me the story again.
The story of Grand Coulee. Of course I can tell you again. Now listen carefully. Over time, some of the most spectacular natural forces in the world shaped the place we now call Grand Coulee. Lava flows built many layers of basalt, covering the inland northwest. Several ice ages come and go. With warming, a number of lakes form and burst through ice dams, which then reform with each cooling cycle. Then, about 12,000 years ago, the last of these major floods unleashes the 2,000 square mile Lake Missoula for the last time. A massive flow of water races down the Columbia River, shaping Grand Coulee as we see it today.
Stain rock, chain passing by the coulee, and so white. A spring in a riverbed.
Ancestors of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville Reservation and the Spokane Tribe of Indians living along the Columbia River use many resources. Each season offers a diversity of plants and wildlife, providing food, clothing, shelter, and medicine. But most significant to the Columbia Basin cultures is the salmon. This source of food and spiritual sustenance is often described in stories, like the one told by Colville tribal elder Tom Louis.
That was my Indian name. My white given name is Tom Louis. We're known as Snatchit, the noisy water people, as they call us today, Snipe people. Right up the Kittle Falls. Kittle Falls was a gathering place for the people back when the animals were the people. The two-leggeds wasn't even heard of. Coyote, he was quite a trickster. He's the one that communicated with the Great Spirit.
I know, I'm
communicate with
putting
Coyote,
these up.
Coyote would come down and he would share what was going to happen. While Coyote was communicating with the Great Spirit, that one day, the Great Spirit said, "There's going to be two-leggeds walking among you. So you're going to have to find out how you can take care of them." All we have in this river is just a bottom fish. The three sisters way down there at Celilo, they've got all the salmon. And the three sisters were seagull, kingfish, and snipe. That was the three sisters that held the salmon captive. And we need somebody to go down there and free them salmon. You have to be very careful. You have to have some good power. And the three sisters down there will kill you. And Kylie, he said, I'll go. We brought him all the way up to Kettle Falls when we brought the salmon.
The massive Kettle Falls of the Columbia River, along with Little Falls on the Spokane River, become two of the most important fisheries for salmon, steelhead, and lamprey eel in this region, allowing the Colville and Spokane tribes to flourish in these ancestral homelands.
Grandpa used to go up Little Falls and catch fish horseback. My mother said salmon was so big it would be dragging the ground.
It was the way of life of our people, from our understanding. It goes back to the teaching of our belief system.
Wow, Grandmother, I want to hear what happens next.
Very well. So this way of life went on for some time.
Then, contact with European explorers and missionaries begins to alter the human landscape. Settlers seeking a better way of life find plentiful land, yet many hardships lie ahead.
My two great-uncles were the first of four brothers who would come here in 1882. They were immigrants from Canada, and their family had been in Scotland a generation before that. Archie would write, I took up 160 acres of land. Of course, I have not a deed yet, but I am a Yankee all the same. Well, the Yankee chose land over by Grand Coulee, which can look quite lush and green in the spring, but severe later in the year. That endeavor failed. The McGregors ended up in the sheep business. You could work in the sheep business exchanging your labor for a third of the lamb crop that would be produced, and it was a place for people to make a start.
Sheep, cattle, fruit orchards, and other crops form the basis for farming along the river from the late 1800s. Farmers throughout the West prosper for a time, but arid conditions more typical to the region return. Congress and President Teddy Roosevelt fear that economic development in the arid West will languish without sustainable water supplies, and the Bureau of Reclamation is created in 1902. Reclamation's role becomes even more critical after the stock market crash of 1929 and then the Dust Bowl of the 1930s. The effects of the Great Depression uproot thousands. Newly elected President Franklin Delano Roosevelt forms the New Deal, designed to put Americans back to work. One of these massive public works projects is Grand Coulee Dam, designed to bring much-needed irrigation to arid farmlands. Grand Coulee will be built and operated by the Bureau of Reclamation. Many unemployed workers stream to Grand